engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Back inside a Holt Fieldhouse, the score at halftime is Tusculum on top by 4 at the break, and the winner of this one will take on Barton. A monster second half by Windy St. Sing's club, in which they shot 61% in the second half, powered the Bulldogs over upstart Catawba 80-64. Lauren Walker finished with 21 points in the game to lead her side in scoring. Akira Wiggins with 19 points and 5 rebounds, 6 of 10 shooting. She hit some clutch three-pointers in the game. Shanika Peterkin filled up the stat sheet, 14 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 blocks. Jami Tham Morabel, 12 points, 15 rebounds for her. And Barton shoots 52% in the game. 53% to overcome a 1-point halftime deficit. They trailed for roughly 15 minutes of the first half and able to overcome that deficit. Shemaya Standback, another strong outing for the senior point guard for Terrence McCutcheon's crew, 22 points and 9 rebounds in 34 minutes. Lyric Thorne settles for 13 points in the game, and Tasia DeShazo with 10 for Catawba, as Catawba started the game 13 of 22 from the floor, and it felt like they had everything working offensively, and then they finished the game 10 of 52 from the field down the stretch in the last 2+ quarters of the contest. So Barton awaits the winner of this game, and as it stands right now, it is a 4-point Tusculum lead here at the break, and the Pioneers have already had a good day on the hardwood as the men's team pulled out a 2-point win over Carson-Newman in overtime as the 6th seed in the Southeast region upends the number 3 seed in the men's basketball Southeast Regional as the Pioneers overcome a halftime deficit to shed a early season loss to Carson-Newman, as well as a SAC semifinal loss to fall behind and lose the ball game by a final score of 65-63. Carson-Newman, the SAC tournament champions, fall shy of a regional victory, and Tusculum is moving on the men's side. Now on the women's side, is it going to be Tusculum or is it going to be Belmont Abbey? We have 20 more minutes to decipher which team is going to advance. Belmont Abbey and Tusculum were supposed to square off last year in the opening round. Didn't happen because of COVID. Belmont Abbey looking for its first tournament win since 2014. It was also against the SAC school. They beat Wingate 93-86. This year they've won 18 straight, 12 by double digits. It's the third longest winning streak in the country. And can they keep things rolling in the second half to extend their winning streak, or does Tusculum stymie the Crusaders' momentum in half number 2? 4-point game at the break, 28-24. Pioneers on top. We're back with the second half action live from Holt Fieldhouse when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself, the rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Welcome you back to Holt Fieldhouse, getting ready for the start of the second half of basketball. Southeast Region semifinal, the nightcap of our doubleheader, and the last of what will be doubleheaders. From here on out, it is a solo basketball game, and it is a region semifinal. We entered today with 32 teams alive in the country, and we're whittling ourselves down to 16 and getting down to a region final. And you expect Belmont Abbey to come out strong in the second half. And Tusculum, who has been so steady this season, 18-3 record, finished a game behind Carson-Newman for the SAC regular season championship before securing a SAC tournament title for a second straight year, despite being picked 7th in the SAC preseason poll. In other action, North Georgia advanced against Union 66-58. Julianne Sutton dropped 30. That would normally be a team that would be involved in this region. 28-24. Belmont Abbey with the basketball. Let's see what they have to start the second half. Spivey catches right elbow. Hands off, Downing a clean look, but missed it wide left, and it goes out of bounds. Good play design, great look. Just a misfire from Downing, who's a 37% three-point shooter. Hit the game-tying layup in regulation with 1 second left in the Conference Carolinas title game. Sutton left elbow, gives left-hand side. Arnwine wants a three. That's halfway down and out. The rebound to Autry. Belmont Abbey trailed by 13 at halftime in the Conference Carolinas title game. It's just 4 here. Roney to Downing. Lob underneath. Belton gets a tap. Instead, swipes it over to Autry. Crusaders reset. Autry underneath, puts a shot up. Sutton hits the deck and finds herself right between the legs of Dixon. And I think Sutton got an elbow to the noggin as well. Rodriguez dribbling right to left. Hands off Arnwine. Arnwine will give left-hand side Dixon. Lobs underneath Sutton. Sutton squares up, puts a shot up, doesn't get a friendly roll. Just like the game started, both sides with a seal on the cylinder. Early in the second half, 4-point Tusculum lead holding here at the third quarter. Running start and a blocking foul. Belton stepped in front of Davison, who was charging in. All told, been an overall fairly clean game. You see Belton, she was trying to get over for the charge, but couldn't get her foot all the way established onto the baseline. 28-24. Tusculum continues to lead. Inbound comes out near midcourt, and Davison throws it to the right wing, downing another clean look. This time, she whirlpools one home. And a 1-point ball game. Three-pointer swirls in. Now Tusculum clinging to a 1-point lead. Dixon dribbles right all the way to the bucket. Misses the layup, however. And Belmont Abbey with a chance to take its first lead since it was 4-3, 4 minutes into the game. Spivey right wing, throws it underneath Autry. Nearly fell to the ground, but somehow gathered her feet and sticks it in. Crusaders on top for the first time in nearly 20 minutes. And it's 29-28. Rodriguez, Arnwine, hands off Dixon. And Arnwine is fouled by Davison. Her second personal foul. It'll be a baseline inbound as Kuhlman re-enters. Replaces Davison in the lineup. 29-28, 5-0 start for Belmont Abbey here in the second half. Rodriguez throws it inside for Sutton. She catches, sticks it in, and one. Whistle the foul on Autry. That is her third personal foul. And Maddie Sutton to the free throw line. So Sutton to the line, 75% foul shooter. Misses the foul shot, though. She's 1 of 3 in the game. 30-29. Tusculum back on top. Should go back and forth here in the second half. Kuhlman catching left wing. Throws it out top Downing. Works around the screen. Kicks it back out Kuhlman. Back to the bucket. Swings it out for Roney. Tosses it underneath. Autry buries her defender and puts in the layup off the glass. 31-30. 7:05 to go in the third. See what Tusculum draws up here in the black unis. Dixon sprints to the baseline, stops, nice up and under move, and a right-hand layup's off the window. A team leading 12 points in the game now for Dixon. 32-31. Kuhlman left wing. Throws it out top Downing. She pulls the trigger on a three, missed it short. All the way the other way, galloping to the bucket. Dixon pounds it in, and it's a 3-point margin. Autry underneath, draws the foul, and one. It's on Dixon, her first. Autry taking over. And for the first time in this game, we see a Tusculum sub. Look at this post position underneath. Right around the restricted area, and the strong take by Autry, the Conference Carolinas Tournament MVP, taking over in the second half. Autry with 6 second half points. See if she can make it 7, a 68% foul shooter. Misses the foul shot. Sutton deflects to herself. Autry has 6 of the team's 9 after the break, but it's still a 1-point Tusculum lead with 6:08 to go. Sutton. Click catches. Bounces it to the high post. Sutton waving defenders around, 10 to shoot. Rodriguez, double high set, throws it down the right side of the lane with a dribble and boots it off with a foot. of Roney with 3 to shoot. Kelly Thomas replacing Autry. And Tusculum calls for time to bring us to a pause in play. 5:49 to go in the third. Back and forth we go with a spot in a region final on the line here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Here at Tuskegee University, some of our historical figures like Booker T. Washington, George Washington Carver, those are some of the people that created or started that Tuskegee experience.
This place is so different. You have a support system, a real support system. We may ball and parlay, but the most important thing we do is graduate. And after we graduate, we accelerate in everything we do.
On and off the court, we're focused on creating lifelong opportunity. And that starts with education. More college athletes are earning degrees than ever before, but we've still got work to do. That's why we're raising the bar for incoming freshmen, so they're prepared when they get to campus. And why teams can't play in championships unless they make the grade. Education matters, and putting academics first creates a pathway to a lifetime of opportunity.
Belmont Abbey is 49-5 the last 2 years. One of those losses, though, to Tusculum. And the Crusaders are down by a point, as Rodriguez will fire the basketball in. 3 to shoot on the shot clock. Comes into Arnwine, one dribble, had to put one up, saves it out. Sutton heaves one, and that's way off, and it's a shot clock violation. Well, they went to Arnwine, and she had it rejected right back to her by Thomas. 34-33. Crusaders looking to regain the lead. Looking for Coleman off of a screen. Not a great pass. But she shoots anyway. And hits again. Coleman with 3 from deep. She's into double figures. The first Belmont Abbey player to do so. And she gives the team a 3-point lead. Or a 2-point lead, rather, on the three-pointer. Rodriguez pops it out top for Sutton. To the right wing. Click. She catches and shoots. And she has the answer right back. 45% three-point shooter this year. And Tusculum back ahead by 1. 4:50 to go in the third. Coleman, now top Davison. Ball fake. Dribbles left. Dumps it underneath. Spivey. Looked like she got fouled. They didn't call anything, and she puts it off the window. Crusaders back on top. Back and forth we go. That is our 10th lead change and our 7th of the second half already. 1-point game. Arnwine, catch, shoot, 3. Connection is flawless from deep for Arnwine. And a 2-point lead for the Pioneers again. 8th lead change of the second half. Spivey, dribbling right. Gives it back out top. Offense free-flowing for both teams. Underneath, Thomas with great position. Sticks it off the window. Belmont Abbey is 7 of 10 from the floor in the second half. We're deadlocked at 40. 2-3 zone defense for Belmont Abbey. Rodriguez. Click. Back to Rodriguez. 10 to shoot. Finally, Tusculum gets into the lane, and then a turnover. Nearly, and it is. Goes on the baseline. And a turnover brings us to a pause in play. We got a great one working right now. 11 lead changes, and we're tied at 40. 3:24 to go in the third. We step out for a breather. You're going to want to hang around for this one here on the Eagle Sports Network. Maria Coleman starting to find her rhythm. She leads Belmont Abbey with 11 points in the game and comes out firing to start the second half, but the answer right back at the other end from Kirsten Click. And we're deadlocked at 40 here in the third with 3:20 to go. Left-hand side, Davison. Davison looking, bouncing it to the high post. Downing. Bowling balls, one underneath. Back out top, Downing for three. It's short. Tracked down by Dixon, and Tusculum with a chance to regain the lead. Dixon trying to get all the way to the right block, but gets shut down. Sutton. This has been a wonderful third quarter. Belmont Abbey trailed by 4 at the break, and they're even here in the third. The top seed looking to win a 19th straight game. Down the right side of the lane goes Dixon, and it's swiped out of her hands, out of bounds. Autry is playing with 3 personal fouls and doing a wonderful job of defending without fouling. Rodriguez still looking and finds Sutton in the corner. Sutton dribbles baseline, gets open, hangs in the air and sticks one off the window. Sutton into double figures. She has 11. Came into the tournament averaging 26 in the last 6 games, and an offensive foul is whistled on Autry. A delayed call, and Autry ran over Sutton, who draws her third charge of the day. Let's take another look at that one, if we get a chance to. That was very tight underneath, and a delayed call as well. And in a 2-point ball game, Tusculum leading it. 2:20 to go in the third. Rodriguez will set it up. Pioneers ahead by a deuce. Been a very tight game. Tusculum's largest lead is 8. Sutton going right-hand side, throws it out. Belton the running start. Another teardrop. She leaves it short. And a rebound picked out of there by Downing. Belmont Abbey ball down by a deuce. Davison lobs underneath, and a foul whistled on Arnwine as she's checking Downing. So jot down Autry, 4th personal, with Tusculum ahead 42-40 with 2:28 left on the clock. There's 1:58 now. Downing. Coleman wide open, catch and shoot 3. That is cash money from distance all day long for the 4th most accurate player in D2 history. 14 for Coleman, and Belmont Abbey back on top. Can't leave her that wide open. See if Tusculum has an answer. They've had one every time in this period. Sutton at the high post. What a great pass underneath. Didn't allow the defense to rotate over. And it's a 1-point edge for Tusculum again. Back and forth we go in the third. Coleman, catch and shoot again. Yes, sir, from long range. Coleman from distance. She is feeling it. 17 in the game. She has 9 in the second half. 2-point lead. What a difference maker Coleman is. Sutton with the answer opportunity, misses it. And Belmont Abbey has a chance to get its largest lead of the day. They've only led by 2 in this game. Davison, catch and shoot. Misses it short. Under 40 to play in the third. Rodriguez, hesitation to the block. Loses it out of bounds with 33.1 to go in the third. Belmont Abbey has made 6 of its last 8 shots from the field. They're shooting 64% in the quarter. Roughly a 2.5-second differential shot to game clock. Coleman. Downing around a screen. Free throw line jumper, wide left. Rebound deflects out to Davison. She nearly lost it, but saves it back for Roney. 10 seconds in the third. Roney dribbling to the paint, throws it out. Coleman, one dribble, shoot. Got it! Coleman with 12 in the quarter. It's a 5-point lead. Half-court heave from Sutton is short. And that's how the quarter comes to a close. Maria Coleman, 6 of 7 from 3-point range. She is unconscious. Coolman is the fourth best three-point shooter in NCAA history, and she buried that one. And it's a 5-point Belmont Abbey lead going to the fourth. Hang with us here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me. You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
It's a 49-44 lead for Belmont Abbey. Tusculum has the ball. This is the largest lead of the day for the Crusaders, the top seed, looking for their first tournament win since 2014. Trying to get to a regional final for the first time ever. Backdoor pass slides through the hands of Sutton, just the 8th turnover of the game for Tusculum. But they've had 3 in the second half. 9:45 to go. Is this the run that Belmont Abbey is going to use to advance to a region final? Roney dribbling right. Spins around. They're trying to get Coolman on the block. Just has so many weapons in her game. Underneath it goes Downing. Gets open, but has it swatted out of play. Belton sends it to the seats. And we're going to get a new basketball here as well. Coolman, 12 points in the third quarter. She's 7 for 9 in the game, 6 of 7 from deep. Just a three-point clinic. 57% on the year. She drained 66 of them. She's open again, but we get an illegal screen as Coolman hits another one. Or no, I don't think it's an illegal screen. It's going to go on Tusculum. Belton was trying to battle through a screen, and Coolman was hitting another one. Number 1 in the country in three-pointers made. She's up to 72 on the year in 25 games. Inbound on the baseline, wide open is Spivey. She misses the shot, but does draw a foul on the baseline. It's on Arnwine. That is her third. It's a 9-2 scoring run for the Crusaders. And Coach Jason Williams' club feeling it, trying to put the hammer down on the Pioneers. Make it an all-conference Carolinas final. Spivey connects at the line. It's a 10-2 run. Second shot up, second shot in. 11-2 scoring run for Belmont Abbey. Does Tusculum have the firepower to get back in this one? Down 7. Sutton at the right elbow. Dribbles right to the block, puts a shot up. It doesn't go, but it'll be a blocking foul on Spivey, her second. Team's first. The other thing to mention, Tusculum has had 4 players play every second tonight. They played every second last night. How are the legs for the final 9:09? As they wipe up some perspiration underneath the bucket. And a 7-point Belmont Abbey lead. And Sutton at the free throw line. Sutton bending the knees, puts the shot up there. He drops it in. Sutton with a dozen. Dixon has 16. That duo is a combined 12 of 23 from the floor. The rest of the team is 6 of 22. Second one from Sutton is in. 5-point game. Sutton trims it down after facing their largest deficit of the day. Roney gives Coolman. Coolman getting a screen. Looking to pull open. Hesitating. Now putting up another one. She misses it short finally. The heat check comes short if you're a Tusculum fan. You're holding your breath every single time. If you're a Belmont Abbey fan, you're running to the other end of the floor because you think she's drilling it. Catch and shoot from Belton. That's off. Roney the rebound. 8:35 to play. Roney to the left wing. Davison, a three-pointer. That is pure. She sinks the triple, and it's the largest lead of the day, an 8-point margin. 54-46. Lob underneath, and a foul will be whistled. Goes on Spivey. That is her third personal foul. This is a 14-4 run for Belmont Abbey to stretch the lead to the game-high 8. Matches the largest lead for either team. Rodriguez gives it left side. Belton, catch and shoot. Good look at a three, but she's off. And the rebound to Coolman, and an opportunity to get their first double-digit lead of the day. And Roney to the front court. Left-hand side, Coolman. Coolman dribbling, throwing it out to Kelly Thomas. Hands it off, Coolman. Right-hand side, catch and shoot. Davidson wants a three. She misses it. Sutton's there for her 7th rebound. Rodriguez fires it forward. Arnwine catches and throws it, or she's standing out of bounds. And Tusculum with its 9th turnover of the day. Belmont Abbey in control here. Rodriguez just led Arnwine too much, and she couldn't slow things down to bring it back to the floor. Across the timeline goes Roney. 7:23 to play. Roney gives it out to Davison. Davison bounces it out top. Coolman throws it to the left elbow. Downing around a screen. Throws it back out. Coolman throws it underneath. Kick out. Davison, wide open look for three. That swirls around and out. Downing spikes it, gets it back, throws to Coolman. She drops it in, and one. Belton picks up her third. And a timeout for Megan Price. What a play by Downing. Just so alert. And then a great pass underneath. And Maria Coleman carrying the team, 22 points. And a 10-point Belmont Abbey lead here on the Eagle Sports Network.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Ten-point game, 56-46, 7:02 to go in the game. Coolman's free throw is up. It is short. And Sutton, the rebound, is poked out of her hands, and it goes out of bounds in the corner. And it'll go back to Tusculum. 56-46, a 7-2 start to the frame for Belmont Abbey, and a 10-point game as that ball just went out of play before Downing could save it. See what Tusculum does. They're in a 2-minute-plus scoring drought, and they throw it away again. Dixon tosses it over the hands of Sutton. And the two conference tournament champions duking it out in this region, but Belmont Abbey outscoring Tusculum 32-18 in the second half. Trailed by 4 at halftime. Downing with a catch at the high post. Throws it over Kuhlman. Belton trying to check her. Top of the key, Davison. Right wing, Roney. Throws it underneath. Back out top. Downing has a great mismatch. They get her the ball. She overpowers Rodriguez, but misses the layup. Rebound is loose, and Downing and Rodriguez get a piece, and it's a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors Belmont Abbey. Well, Downing's an all-conference pick. Kuhlman's an all-conference and an all-region pick, and those two have been ultra-intelligent here over this sequence, showing their moxie. Davison throws it out top for Roney. Another senior out there. Downing throws it out to Davison. 10 to shoot. Downing gets another touch on the baseline, and she steps out of bounds. 11th turnover, just the second of the half for Belmont Abbey. And can Tusculum break its scoring drought? They haven't made a field goal since the latter portions of the third quarter. It's been nearly 5 minutes without a field goal for Tusculum. Belton, top of the key. Dribble handoff, Arnwine. She sprints left. Nearly had it stripped. Gives it to Sutton. She ball fakes. Now dribbles right. Gets to the block. Airmails her shot. A runner with the right hand. And Belmont Abbey continues to take advantage. 2 Sutton free throws, the only points of the quarter for Tusculum. Kuhlman on the left wing. Davison out top. Spivey nearly lost it. Now she gives it back to Davison. 10 to shoot. Spivey, great post position. Nearly had it stripped. Wide open look for Roney. Yes, sir, from long range. And a timeout from Jason Williams with 5:22 to go. 59-46, 5:22 left, and this is an 8-0 Belmont Abbey run. They've started 10-2 here in the quarter, and it's a 59-46 lead. Roney a hit from distance. Her first points of the day, she's dished out 11 assists. And Roney, who averages 4 points and 3 assists, has 3 points and 11 assists in this game. Belmont Abbey has assisted on 19 of 23 made field goals. Incredibly impressive stuff. And this lead is swelled to a game-high 13 with 5:22 to play. (59-46). Belmont Abbey looking to close this one out. Advance to a regional final. And they would face Barton in a rematch of the Conference Carolinas title game. Rodriguez swings it left side, Arnwine. Left side, Arnwine. She's open for three. Had to have it. Didn't get it. Thomas the rebound. Tusculum started 0-4 from the field in the period. They still have yet to hit a shot from the floor in the quarter. And now we get another foul on Tusculum. Trying to fight through a screen. Belton has picked up her fourth. And the savvy of Belmont Abbey, despite losing the last 3 meetings to the Pioneers, ahead by 13 in clutch, doubling up the Pioneers in the second half, overcoming a 4-point halftime deficit. Kuhlman, step back, 2-point shot, too strong. I think she might have wanted to go glass. Didn't get the angle right. 4:40 to go. Arnwine with a crossover to the block and a double clutch right-hand layup, and that's the first field goal of the quarter for Tusculum. $11-point game, 4:25 to go. Roney, now top Kuhlman. Downing. Thomas throws it underneath, looking for Spivey. She cannot handle it. It goes out of bounds, and she jumped through her shoe. 59-48, 4:14 to go. $11-point game with 4:10 left. Rodriguez to Click. Looked like she might have gotten away with a couple steps. It's now Arnwine. Sprints to the paint. Extra pass. Rodriguez wants a rare three, and she whirlpools one home, and it's an 8-point game, 59-51. Tusculum not done yet. Belmont Abbey running their set here on this end of the floor. Downing behind the back. Kuhlman catch. No shoot this time. Thomas at the high post. Nobody goes to check her. Now Downing on the baseline with Click on her. Click moves her feet, throws it out. Roney gives it back. Downing has to put one up, misses the shot. Rebound poked out of bounds by Sutton with 3:26 to go in the game. Well, it's a good stop for Tusculum, but they really needed that rebound. And a rare time where Sutton didn't come away with it cleanly. She has just 8 rebounds in this game. She's had 16 straight games with double-digit points. That box has been checked. Double-digit rebounds in every game this year. 12 with 15 or more, but only 8 in this one. And Tusculum will call a timeout with 3:26 to play in the game. Trying to set up its defense. Down by 8. Here at 59-51. And the Pioneers will chat this one over, try to reset things here on the hardwood. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a good night of basketball if you're a Conference Carolinas fan, because Barton used a solid second-half surge to overcome a halftime deficit against Catawba. And in this game, Tusculum led at halftime, and it's been another second-half surge from Belmont Abbey. A 25-16 third quarter, and they lead it right now by 8. The top seed looking for a 19th straight win. Kuhlman catches the inbound. Downing catch and shoot, right wing three. She shreds the strings from deep. And it's an 11-point game again. Downing with a big hit. It's the 12th three-pointer of the day for Belmont Abbey. Crusaders finding their rhythm from distance. This is their 4th most three-pointers in a game this season. And it comes at the right time. How about Belmont Abbey? They're 11 of 25 from deep. 13 of 30 from outside of the arc. They're actually shooting better from inside of the arc. They're actually shooting better from long range than they are inside of the three-point line. 11-point game. Tusculum down with 3:15 to go in the ball game. Click, right corner, thought about a three, throws it back out where it takes a deflection and goes out of bounds. 62-51, 3:05 remains. Rodriguez will throw it in with 3:05 to play. Man-to-man defense for Belmont Abbey. Looking to face Barton. Click, left wing three, had to have it, doesn't get it. Tusculum's had some chances at it, just haven't quite been able to find the bottom of the barrel. A near steal as Sutton deflects it out of play. Looking to set up an all-conference Carolinas tussle on Monday night at 6 o'clock. Take a look at the hustle from Sutton. Trying to get a steal in front of Davison. Belton is back in with her 4 fouls for the Pioneers. Inbound to Kuhlman, top of the key. Left-hand side, Downing. Out top, Autry. Throws it to the wing, Roney. Bounce pass out top. Now a toss underneath. Right-hand shot from Autry is too strong. And the rebound to Dixon. 11-point game. Tusculum surging. Dixon to the lane. Misses a left-hand layup. Rebound poked out. Roney picks it up. 2:20 to go. Then a steal from Arnwine. She'll get an easy right-hand layup to trim it to 9. Roney gets across the timeline. 2:07 to go in the game. 9-point contest. Tusculum going to need a monster comeback down the stretch. And I think that they wanted to foul Spivey. Instead, they foul Roney, and actually they might not have wanted to foul anybody, but Roney is just a 68% foul shooter as Davison and Thomas re-enter. Poolman and Autry get a breather. Let's see if Roney can be clutch at the line. Belmont Abbey is just 3 of 6 at the stripe in this game. Roney cans the first foul shot. She gets another. 10-point ball game, 2 minutes to play. Drops it in again. 11-point game. Pioneers trying to come to the front court. Rodriguez. Left-hand side, Belton. Gives it to the left corner, Dixon. Back out top, Arnwine. Catch and shoot 3. That's an air ball. Saved back in play by Belton, who went to the deck. And it's Roney with the basketball in the backcourt. Gives it forward, Spivey. Spivey does not get fouled. Roney instead catches, then slings it over to Davison, and the foul is whistled. And Davison's an 85% foul shooter. Arnwine's 4th personal foul, and that's over the limit now for Tusculum. Belmont Abbey has a team 74% at the line this year. That was second best behind Emmanuel, 79% in Conference Carolinas. Davison, one of the best. Misses the first foul shot, however, short. Davison to get one more. Second shot's up there. That one's in. 12-point game. 65-53, 135 to go in the game. Rodriguez lets the ball come all the way to the front court before picking it up and starting the clock. Left-hand side, Arnwine. 12-point game, 90 seconds left. Arnwine to the bucket. Right-hand hanger goes in. Now the full court press from Tusculum. Spivey gives it out Davison. 1:20 to go. And another foul of Davison. Well, you almost are just trying to extend this game, and there aren't a whole lot of great options to foul. Davison, 11 of 13 this year. And Belton picks up her 5th personal foul. So she's been DQ'd. 1:20 to go. Belmont Abbey looking to get to a region final for the first time. Only NCAA tournament wins came in 99 and 2014. Second shot in by Davison. She swells the margin back to a dozen. And into the game comes Keela Hines, replacing Roney for defensive purposes. And once again, the ball will roll out towards midcourt. And Rodriguez will finally pick it up. Gives it to Arnwine. She dribbles left, gets to the lane, and a near steal and a foul. It goes on Davison. It's her 3rd. Belmont Abbey has one more foul to give with 1:15 to go. Nearly a clean tie-up, but before Hines got her hand in there, they called the foul on Davison. Rodriguez to inbound, gives out Sutton. Sutton dribbles right. Good defense and an offensive foul. Maddie Sutton steps in, trying to dribble drive, and an offensive foul. Good defense by Hines. Hadn't played all game, and she comes onto the floor. Great defense by Hines. What a great effort moving the feet to draw the charge. 1:13 to go. Inbound to Downing, and a foul is whistled on Arnwine, and she has fouled out. So that's the 5th on Arnwine. So now Belton is fouled out, Arnwine is fouled out, and Click will re-enter. 12-point game with 71 seconds to play. First free throw up from Downing is in, and she gets another try at it. 68-55, a strong second half. Belmont Abbey has made 52% in the second half. Missed foul shot, however. Rebound to Dixon. 13-point game, largest lead of the day for the Crusaders. Sutton needs to shoot it, instead gives Dixon. She pops the top, misses it wide left. Rebound to Jordan Rogers. Now to Rodriguez, under a minute to play. Sutton another three-pointer. This time she rips the strings. 10-point game, 68-58, and an immediate foul by Rogers. And more free throws coming from Downing. Well, Downing's as good as it gets, 86% free throw shooter. She had the clutch shots in the Conference Carolinas title game. And an 86% foul shooter is at the free throw line. Downing, 12 points and 9 rebounds in the game. She makes the first foul shot. We had to wait over a year for this game. They were supposed to square off in last year's regional. COVID hit, didn't get it. Had a dandy of a game for a long time, but Belmont Abbey looking to extend its winning streak to 19 straight, ahead by a dozen. 50 seconds to go. Rodriguez puts up a three. That's no good. Rogers taps it. It hits a body. I think it was Hines, and goes out of bounds. 43.3 seconds to play. Now, Tusculum has to hit a couple threes, and I mean quickly, and try to get a steal to even make this interesting. Rodriguez gives Sutton one dribble, gets to the lane, and draws the foul. And that was the foul to give that Belmont Abbey still had, as Shelby Darden, the freshman from Hickory, is called for her first. Team's fourth. 41.9 seconds to go. Rodriguez gives Sutton. Catch and shoot jumper, no good. Rebound to Spivey, and a foul is whistled. And more foul shots coming. Dixon called for her second. Crusaders in the first half attempted just 2 foul shots. Here in this quarter alone, they're 10 of 13 at the line. 77%, right at that season average. And Spivey to get 2. 7 points on the day. She cans the first foul shot, and she gets another. Spivey to get one more. Belmont Abbey ahead by 13. And we get a lane violation on Downing of Belmont Abbey. And now we'll get some substitutions as Jason Williams will clear out his bench. Sydney Claudius will check in, as well as Sydney Addison. 2 Sydneys spelled the exact same way, S-Y-D-N-I. What are the odds of that? You rarely see that spelling anywhere. 37.5 to play. Left-hand side, Sutton catch and shoot 3, air ball. Offensive rebound, Rogers. She tries to rip it away. Instead, it'll be a foul on the reach-in. And the last couple minutes of this game is taking an eternity. Hines is called for the foul. Rogers again racing after it, was able to get to it, and then Hines just kind of bumped into her. And the foul was whistled, and Rogers goes to the line. She's 6 of 7 at the stripe this year. 30.7 to go. First shot from Rogers is up. That's wide right. Well, you look at the wins for Belmont Abbey. They beat West Liberty in 1999 by 13. They beat Wingate by 7 in 2014. And it is a 12-point game with a half minute to go here in 2021. Crusaders looking to win their 50th game in the last 2 years as Hines is fouled and Click commits the infraction. Last 2 years for Belmont Abbey, they are now 50-5. They lost to Tusculum by 9, at Barton by 6, and to Limestone in the Conference Carolinas title game last year by 5. And the losses this year to Lander, who will play North Georgia in the South Region Championship, and to Barton on January 15th. Since that loss to the Bulldogs, 19 straight wins. 14-point game, largest of the day. Rodriguez to the right block, running layup, doesn't go in. Dixon gets the offensive rebound, held ball with 22 seconds left. Possession will favor Tusculum. 22 seconds left. And the delayed gratification for Belmont Abbey. Sutton to the lane, right-hand runner, too strong. Clauges the rebound. She gives it forward. Click will commit the foul, and Belmont Abbey will get a chance to continue to pad the stats with 13.8 seconds to go. Tusculum has committed 13 fouls in the quarter. And Hines gets to the free throw line, 68% foul shooter for the senior from Winter Garden, Florida. Bending the knees, shooting the shot, missing it short. Tusculum, valiant year. Team that's finished just shy of 20 wins in the shortened season. But Belmont Abbey, the better club on this evening, a 15-point lead. And the two teams with byes will advance for a region final. Rogers a deep three. That nearly goes down. Clauges taps it out of bounds off of Dixon with 5 seconds to go. And this should do it on the inbound, barring another foul. And we nearly got one, and it's deflected off of the leg of Hines with 3.6 seconds to go. The last couple minutes of this game has probably taken as much as the first 3 quarters did. Inbound Sutton, 3 seconds. Rodriguez, the three. That's way off. And Belmont Abbey finally is able to celebrate. The Crusaders are on to a region title for the first time. Or no, we don't even get a chance to celebrate. I think we have a foul. No, now it is over. So Belmont Abbey, the top seed in the region, extends its winning streak to 19 consecutive ball games behind a stout effort in the second half. 50 second half points for Belmont Abbey. They outscore Tusculum by 19 in the second half and win the ball game by a final score of 74-59. And for the first time ever, Belmont Abbey is going to a region final. As Belmont Abbey gets the victory, and now we are joined by Coach Jason Williams. Coach, congratulations on securing the win. First half, 24 points. We know your team can score a lot more than that, and they showed it in the second half, 50 points in the second half. What changed for your group?
It's been a rough week, you know. A lot of COVID testing. You know, and so like just the opportunity to be able to play in the NCAA tournament is an amazing feat. And here, you guys have done an amazing job here at Carson-Newman and being an amazing host. Like, everybody's been super cordial. We've gotten everything taken care of, and I can't thank you guys enough for just doing a great job with your gratitude and your support. Like this, NCAA did it right by picking you guys to be able to host this event. To answer your question, though, first and foremost, the kids settled in. You know, like the first jitters and all that good stuff. I can remember last year when they canceled the NCAA tournament and the tears that came down their eyes. And then to get this opportunity just to be able to play in this event and this opportunity against the best is amazing. The young lady at Tusculum does an amazing job with running great sets, puts her kids in great positions to be able to score, and we had a tough battle today.
Let's talk about Maria Coleman. She's one of the greatest three-point shooters in the history of Division II basketball, 4th all-time in accuracy. She comes out in that third quarter. She has 12 points. She scored the final 9 points of the quarter. What can you even put into words about her effort leading you to that lead in that third frame?
Man, it was a show. You know, it was a show. And to her credit, you know, she's been dealing with back issues for a long time and has been able to just withstand a whole lot of just adversity. You know, and I give her all the credit and her ability to be grounded in God. You know, she does a really good job on making sure that her faith comes first and foremost, and the basketball is not the biggest thing in her life in general, and that has guided her to where she is today, to be a hardworking, unselfish individual. And you know, it's a team credit because at the end of the day, we got point guards that are finding her, we got people that are screening, and so like there's moments to where people have spurts of the ability to take over games. Brittany Autry, Hannah Roney, Allie Downing, like there's the list goes on, and I'm just very proud of this group for being just unselfish enough to sometimes take a back seat and be able to allow others, individuals, to be able to shine.
Now you turn your attention to Barton for a region final. how do you try to soak this one in, but in the next 48 hours, make sure that you're ready for the Bulldogs for yet another time this year?
Yeah, boy. What can I say about the Barton Bulldogs, man? It's been a rivalry for a while now, and no better way to be able to have an opportunity in the Sweet 16 to be able to go on to Columbus, Ohio. You know, that right there is awesome. Really, really awesome. And I'm hoping that we're doing Conference Carolinas proud and giving us some opportunities to just gain some respect here a little bit and kind of go from there. And it'll be a battle. It's going to be a dogfight down low. The bigs are going to go out there and scrap it and snot and foam everywhere because those two bigs, just Brittany and Shanika Peterkin, do a really good job on battling and fighting. And just get ready for your heavyweight boxing gloves.
Going to be a lot of fun. Congrats on the win, Coach.
Thank you very much, sir.
That's Belmont Abbey coach Jason Williams to conclude this victory for the Crusaders. 50 second half points for Belmont Abbey and a 74-59 win for the Crusaders in this one. Tusculum tipped their cap early. Belmont Abbey came out after several days of testing, waiting, and Allie Downing got us started with a long-distance trigger from distance. And the Crusaders were off and rolling early, but Tusculum was able to find a rhythm late in the first half. Jayla Arnwine canned one from long range after 22 in the first half. Yesterday, she popped the top from long range. In this one, then Maya Belton, a strong first half, 8 points for the Tusculum guard. Set one up on that shot. Maria Coleman, though, she carried the load. That three-pointer was her third straight in less than a minute. She had 12 third-quarter points. Davison connected on another one. Or Davison nearly connected on another one, and then the great pass from Downing to Coleman, who finished with 22 points in the game. And Belmont Abbey gets to celebrate a region semifinal win, and now it'll be Belmont Abbey and Barton Monday night at 6 o'clock in the region final. For our entire crew tonight, I'm Michael Wattrang signing off. We'll talk to you again on Monday for our entire crew here on the Eagle Sports Network. Thanks for watching to this presentation of Southeast Regional semifinal action. Belmont Abbey advances 74-59. Good night, everybody.